What's up, Rangers? Back in another video. Today we're doing another review video on my Eastwood versus cut 4x4 CNC plasma table. That's a mouthful. We're going over all its different features, maybe a little bit of the build process. It'll be kind of hard to show when it's all built together, but give you the general idea when you buy this table what you're getting into. Some of the software, the computer work. I'll go a little bit over the CAD, and yeah, let's dive into it. All right, guys, let's go over some of the features here, starting off with the torch and all their different servos and robotics. Starting with the torch, this has a automatic torch height control, which means if you have a piece of metal that's kind of slanted on the table and you're worried about getting something super flat, you don't have to worry about that now. It'll automatically follow the metal up, following the voltage, and follow the metal down if it slants down. Next here, we got all these different limit switches. This allows to make sure the torch won't go off the table or do something stupid. You can see them right here. You got one this side, one this side, and then each servo box right here has two limit switches for going forward and back. So that's it for all the robotics. Let's get into this water bed now. All right, now go over this water bed. There's really not much to talk about it. It is a 33-gallon bed. I have a solution in it where it helps prevent rust. And it's got all these little ribs on it. They are curved, so it helps grab the metal a bit more. But other than that, there's really not much to this. So moving on to the software. All right, guys, now going over the software. One thing I really loved about this table when I got it is how laid out everything was. It still does take time to learn, but I feel like compared to other tables, this one was really easy to learn. Going over some basic features, this one tool it comes with is one of the best tools I ever used. It is a shape library. This has a whole bunch of different preset shapes, and all you do is put your measurements in. I thought I wasn't going to use this at first, but turns out I've pretty much used this on every one of my projects that I've done. Moving on here, you got part options. This allows you to make arrays, allows you to make the same part over and over again. You can rotate it, change your start point, scale it, all that good stuff. Next is where you bring your own files in right here. As you can see, I got a list of stuff I've been working on, different projects. That's great for if you do CAD work, you can implement it in there. Other than that, you got your manual move. This is how you line everything up. At least that's how I've been doing it. And you got your setup. You got some specific settings in here, but this is more stuff you have to go over your manual and just adjust yourself. All right, now I'm going over our 40-amp plasma cutter that comes with our table. This is good up to quarter inch. That is the recommendation that comes in the manual. Obviously, would not suggest going above that either, because I've noticed even when going to quarter inch, it does technically go a little sloppy. That's when you have to really slow the machine down, even below recommendation. Anything above that, you would start worrying about not even cutting through, or just putting too much wear on your material, your consumables. This plasma cutter takes 5 to 7 CFM worth of air pressure. I usually run this about 65, maybe sometimes 70 on the air pressure, depending on how fast I want that slide to get pushed out. You obviously need an air dryer for this. Without that, you're going to really wreck everything inside of this. As you guys might notice here, I am surrounded by wood. Everything in my shop walls are wood except for the metal itself. And as a metal fabricator, I am definitely worried about starting a fire of all this super expensive equipment. So one thing I've done to prevent that is I've taken this flame retardant. I've sprayed my whole shop with it. I've sprayed all the walls, all the wood down. So it gives me the best chance of not having any problems. On top of that, I always have a hose running here. So if I do see a spark or something smoking, I can just spray it right off. All right, now I know I didn't do a build video on me putting this whole table together as before I really started this YouTube channel, but I can explain some of the things I experienced when building this. Starting off, the instructions were not the best, but it wasn't that hard to understand. Once you figure out how to line everything up, it generally goes together. Now the computer side of it, that was super easy. Make everything nice, quick connect plugs. If something doesn't turn on when you finish the table, I did notice this. If something doesn't turn on or something's not working right, go back and check your connections, because it's more than likely you didn't have something plugged in right. Because I was having a problem. I thought something was plugged in. It felt plugged in, was locked in, couldn't pull it out. But once I took it out, plugged it right back in, it worked great. Fixed the whole table. So yeah, stuff like that. Double check over. They do provide some tools. I would suggest having your own socket set. That definitely would help put this thing a lot together a lot faster. That and having a second hand, maybe even a third hand, holding stuff up. This gantry arm right here, that would not be possible by myself. Just too heavy. But get someone to help you, line it up, hold it up, screw it in. Build quality, everything is nice and sturdy. Everything's precision cut. I would hope so. They're making CNC plasma tables, but Everything's precision cut. Everything lined up the first time. No trying to wheel something together like a piece of IKEA furniture. So yeah.
Guys, now moving into my CAD program here. I prefer to use Fusion 360. It is also what Eastwood recommends their table to be used with. There's plenty of other programs out there. Some are even simpler, but this has plenty of features packed in with it, with having the simpleness as well. If you're a college student like I am, it is also available to get a free license with this. Eastwood does not provide one, but if you're a college student, you do get a free license. It says education license, but there is no difference to it. Some things I would suggest learning with this is learning your shortcuts right at the start. It helps you be a lot more efficient with making a part, and just helps you understand what's going on a little bit better. Um, when it comes to manufacturing side, um, you want to know what's you got to set up your machine. If you don't buy an Eastwood versus cut table, this will be a little different. But with Eastwood, you do got to set up your own parameters. They do give you the post processing setup, which is what turned into the CNC code. But other than that, you just gotta go in, process what your kerf is. It's a little different for everybody. Cut a little different on every piece of metal. Set up your kerf, set up profiles. You guys see me do that 100 times. Set up my cut and profile and post processing. But other than that, pretty simple, and that's pretty much it.
Guys, thanks for watching the end of the video. Hit that like button if you want to see more. And if I get any new cool tools to review, I'll pop a new video out, show my experience, all the different cool things I learned about it. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.